Hey, honey. Just listen to me for a second.
What is it? Do we really need to talk right now, or can it wait until tomorrow? I'm about to board my flight.
Samantha only got a 70 on the test again.
70 points. I don't think that's such a bad score. Let's not worry about something that's not even worth worrying about.
It's actually a pretty bad score. Maureen got a perfect score on the same test. How can that be? They are twins, so how can they be so different? Samantha should have scored just as well as Maureen.
There you go again. It's always the same thing with you. You only care about Maureen. Remember, it's not like Samantha isn't even trying.
Well, even though she's trying, that must be about the best she's able to do. Maureen always does well at everything, without any struggle. She's always been way ahead of Samantha since they were born, and especially since they started to walk and talk. So what's wrong with loving her more?
Remember, good grades aren't the only important thing in life. After all, how about your grades? Why don't we talk about the grades you got in school, and what getting those scores did to your life? Maureen is better at academics and Samantha is better at sports, and it's our job as parents to bring out the best in each of them. Not to give our very best to whichever daughter we think is doing better at the moment and give only thoughtless leftovers to the other.
My, oh my. Even though Samantha is obviously very good at sports right now, that won't be of any real help to her in the future. I wonder how they can be so different from each other even though they are actually twins.
Come on, even twins are different people. They each have their own mind, and they're each living their own lives. So it's not like their entire lives can ever be identical even though they were born one right after the other.
Well, that's why I'm more fond of the one who always excels over the other.
That's overstepping the line. Just listen to yourself.
I have an idea. I'm thinking of sending Maureen to a famous private high school in Manhattan.
Why would you want to send her that far away? Isn't that a bit too much to ask of her? Round trip, that'd be 6 hours on the train every school day.
Yes, that would be too many hours on the train, not to mention the cost. And that's why I've decided to move to Manhattan with her.
What? But what about your job? It's not remote, and they already told you no once when you asked before.
Right, I don't. But that's no problem. I've already submitted my resignation.
What is going on here? Stop. Just stop everything until you come to your senses again. If that's even possible for you. You can't just quit your job without even having another job lined up yet.
I'm already looking for an apartment in Manhattan.
That's not what I asked, but that makes things even more ridiculous. Do you have any clue what the rent in NYC is? No matter what ideas you have and whatever plans you've cooked up, you're being way too hasty. None of what you're saying right now is even slightly sensible. Private high schools like that have an admissions process. They all do. Every single one of them. She hasn't even been accepted by any school like that yet.
Well, with the way Maureen always gets the highest scores on everything without even trying, I'm sure she'll be able to get into any of the very best high schools anywhere with no trouble at all. Of course, you'll have to pay for her school tuition. My retirement and savings will pay for our apartment and for our day-to-day expenses of our living over there.
What about Maureen? How does she feel about all of this herself? I'll check up about all of this with her later. But did you ask her about how she feels about applying to a high school in Manhattan?
Yes, of course I asked her before I started working on any of this. She said she would like to go to a school like that if she can, because the classes will be more helpful in her preparation for what she actually wants to do with her life in the future.
Okay. Well, I guess so, if that's what Maureen said.
Great, it's settled. Oh, and I shouldn't even need to say this, but Samantha can just go to the local high school. She doesn't even have to go for all I care.
I think it's crazy you're playing favorites like this. Think about what's going to happen to Samantha emotionally. If one goes to a nice high school, I want the other two as well.
Nah, she's gonna go to the crappy one down the road. Westview High School is basically a high school for idiots. I think it ranks lowest in the county and everything.
And you care that little about your daughter's future. You think it's okay to send her there?
Of course I do. Her grades stink, so I don't want to waste our money on a dunce.
Samantha has actually been thinking of going to a private high school in the next town over. She could easily get a special sports admission to the school for track and field.
Yeah, maybe she could. But we're going to have to reject that whole idea before it even gets started.
Why shouldn't she go to that school? This school is special in that they waive fees if you're an outstanding athlete. It's almost like a scholarship.
Yeah, but tuition isn't the only cost. If it's the next town over, it'll cost a lot for her to go there.
Well, it would only be about $100 a month. That's not so much.
That $100 is $1,200 every single year. That's way too much money to spend on a girl like her. I'm going to have to send that failure all the way through high school, so this level of compromise is normal, even necessary.
Let Samantha decide her own path for high school and for her future.
Why would I do that?
Whether she goes to a public or private school, and no matter what the cost of transportation might turn out to be, Samantha needs to be able to make her own choices with her own ideas about her life.
All I hear is, let's flush our money down the toilet.
I can't fathom at all why you can justify giving special treatment to one of our daughters but not the other. I never have any idea of prioritizing either one of them over the other.
Oh, really? Is that so? Apparently you and I just have different fundamental values. Honestly, I've reached my limit. Let's just end things here. I want a divorce.
Are you serious?
Of course. I'll take Maureen with me. She's acceptable to me. You, on the other hand, you at least should love the inferior child. I don't want her, so I'll gladly just give her to you.
This conversation has been absolutely ludicrous. Before we decide anything that's been said, I think we need to sit down and work things out in person.
Nah, I'm good. I've made up my mind, and that's final. We will move to Manhattan as soon as Maureen and Samantha finish middle school. So let's make sure our divorce is final before then.
What are you even talking about? Are you serious? Or is all of this some kind of sick joke?
Of course, I'm serious. I'm just not a person who wastes time making jokes. I don't have the patience for any kind of humor at all, I'm afraid.
Can you make a promise to me right now that you will think about Maureen's future properly and responsibly?
Yes, of course.
Really? Honestly?
Don't worry about Maureen. You have enough on your plate with the reject child. Oh, and by the way, make sure you pay for Maureen's child support.
Well, we need to try to talk about all of this more sensibly after I get back from my business trip.
Okay. Dad, are you there?
Hey, honey. What are you doing up so late?
I am sorry, Dad.
Sorry for what?
You and Mom are talking about divorce just because of me, aren't you?
Did Mom tell you?
Yeah. She told me that all of this is just because I'm not as smart as Maureen.
What are you talking about? No, that's not what any of this is about. Sure, Maureen gets excellent grades, but I always tell you that being smart isn't everything in this life.
That's what Maureen told me too.
School doesn't last forever. Many of the world's most influential people never even finish school. Our talking about divorce is just because our values are too different from each other. I'm very sorry that you and Maureen, our daughters, are being drawn into this trouble. None of this is the fault of either of you, so I feel badly that this trouble is now affecting the two of you. You and your sister are getting along so well with each other, while acknowledging each other's differences. So much better than Mom and I have been doing lately. I wish we could follow the fine example you and your sister give to us. Unfortunately, your mother and I have come to the point where we don't see eye to eye anymore.
Is it true that Maureen wants to go to a private high school in Manhattan? And it was you who told Mom not to turn down my offer of a special sports scholarship? But the fact that our paths are the cause of your divorce, that's really sad.
No, that's not it. You don't need to think of it that way, because that's just not the way it actually is at all. I will provide financial support to Maureen as well, and you and Maureen will always be our children. You can continue making any choices you feel are necessary and the best for your future. I will do whatever I need to do as your father, and I will always love and support both of you forever.
Thank you for saying so, Dad. I feel a little better now. Well, it's been a long time. Hey, this is Sandra. I need to talk with you about our daughter. Can you please reply?
What do you want?
Oh, hello to you too. At least you haven't blocked my texts, even though you don't keep in touch very often while our daughters keep growing up as the years go by.
The ability to keep in touch is necessary. whether we actually want to or not. Even though we are divorced, Maureen and Samantha are still our daughters. We need a way to contact each other easily and immediately at any time in case of any emergency. So what's going on now? You haven't even told me yet. Why are you contacting me right now?
Well, Maureen and Samantha. They're both now seniors in high school, and they're about to graduate, right?
Yes, they are.
But Maureen probably won't be able to graduate this year.
Maureen? Wait, what did you say just now? You seriously can't be telling me that Maureen's going to have to take her senior year of high school all over again?
Well, yes, that's exactly what I'm telling you.
How is that even possible? What could have happened with her?
Well, she just stopped going to school altogether at the end of her junior year.
That was almost a year ago, though. Why are you only telling me this now?
She was having a very difficult time just keeping up with her studies. She was so shocked that she got a score just barely short of failing that she stopped going to school all at once from the very next day.
Why didn't you talk with me about this earlier? All of a sudden, she had so much difficulty with her studies and a poor test grade that she dropped out of school, and you didn't even tell me? And what about the tuition I've been sending every month? She dropped out of school a year ago, and I keep sending you tuition money. What have you been doing with that money for the last year while she hasn't even been going to school?
Well, I haven't told you about it before now, just because it's sort of embarrassing.
Embarrassing?
Yes, embarrassing. Because I thought she would always continue being excellent at everything, so I gave her all of my undivided attention. But the end result is turning into a real disaster. But if I am understanding correctly what I am hearing from Samantha, it sounds like she's on the verge of falling out of school too.
What are you talking about?
Well, you told me that Samantha started high school with a tuition fee admission as a special sports student, but she transferred out of that special status to being a regular student in the middle of the school year. So it seems that after all, in the end, both of our twin daughters are actually heading to total failure. Isn't that right?
Samantha had to change her status to being a regular student because of a broken leg.
She broke her leg?
She broke her leg during a soccer game. The doctor told her that even if she eventually makes a full recovery, it will be very difficult for her to continue as an athlete. I'm very sure that I asked her parents to give a message to you about this, right when this first happened.
Yeah. Well, that explains why I've never heard anything at all about any of this until just right now, at this very moment. Well, if being good at sports was still the only thing she had going for her, then not only is she a failure, but her very existence itself has lost its only meaning.
How could you say something so cruel?
So, what's happened since then? She's probably just gone further and further astray or something like that. I'm quite sure she can't actually be doing anything worthwhile now.
No, that's not at all the way it is. No, Samantha, she's been accepted to medical school.
What? Medical school?
Yes, she's been accepted to medical school.
Nope, that's not possible. Now I know you must surely just be joking. There's obviously just no way that a failure could ever do well enough academically to get into any medical school. Not even a bottom-tier one. If there even is such a thing as a bottom-level medical school.
Well, I guess the mental strength she's cultivated through her perseverance in sports has come in handy for helping her lift her grades little by little, one day at a time.
Mental strength? What mental strength?
Well, when she was told that it would be difficult for her to ever do well at soccer again, she was indeed very depressed, of course, but the doctor who treated her leg at the hospital encouraged her greatly. So, she became quite determined to do absolutely whatever necessary to eventually become a doctor herself, just like him. The way her grades have improved since she changed to a regular status student has been simply amazing.
So, all of this you're telling me, it's all actually true then?
I have absolutely nothing to gain from a lie that could be easily disproved if not true.
Oh, I see. Then give me Samantha.
What? What do you mean, give me?
It's just what I've always said. I only want a daughter who's good enough to excel. So give me Samantha. And I don't want that dropout Maureen anymore. So I'll just give her to you.
You're still talking crazy talk like that?
Crazy talk? What do you mean? What I'm saying should make perfect sense.
You're talking about my children, whom you gave birth to in your own belly with much pain, as if they are just objects.
She's my baby, so I want to raise her in the way I want her to grow up.
I just can't keep talking with you while you're talking like this. I'll take Maureen back, but I won't give you Samantha. I won't ever.
Aren't you being a little too greedy? You felt good about having that talented Samantha with you for the last 3 years. So it's my turn next. They will graduate from high school in a month, and we should trade Samantha and Maureen at the same time.
No, you can't have Samantha. That will never work, no matter what.
Oh, it won't? And why not?
Because the medical school Samantha is going to is in Boston. That's why not. And even if it weren't, Samantha would never come live with you in Manhattan anyhow.
Oh, no.
Nope. That's why I'm done listening to your nonsense crazy talk. Bye.
Hey, please answer. I am in big trouble. Real trouble this time.
Okay, what is it?
Maureen is gone. I went out for a while, and when I came back, all of Maureen's things were gone. Her room was completely empty all of a sudden. Just like that.
Samantha went to pick up Maureen.
What? What do you mean?
Maureen told me all about you. About how you haven't worked at all since you moved to Manhattan. About how you had been living on your savings and pocketing child support. When you were about to run out of money, you made Maureen start a part-time job. The reason she got bad grades is because she had no time to study since you were forcing her to work for you. You were so lazy that you were willing to risk our daughter's education just so you didn't have to lift a finger. Then when she stopped going to school, you didn't even tell me. And you've been living on the tuition money I've been sending for a year now. Tuition money for a school she hasn't even been going to.
Oh, I see you heard the news.
So, Samantha went to rescue Maureen, to get her away from you as soon as possible. They are going to live together in Boston, and study hard together. By the way, I'm not in Boston, but I've already moved to a place near there, for a promotional transfer with my company.
What? No way. None of that can be true.
Of course, I won't give you our address. You've taken too much advantage of our daughters and myself for far too long already.
But what about me?
What? Now you're actually asking me, what about you? You'll just have to get a real job on your own for a change, and work to earn your own living, without living on tuition money from me for a school that Maureen's not even attending. That's what about you.
Wait.
Goodbye.
Wait! Hold on just a second, please!
After that, Sandra went back to her parents' home in her hometown. Her parents were no longer there because they'd already moved into a nursing home with the money from selling their home. The home was being occupied by someone who didn't know Sandra. Sandra became irate, demanding to know where her parents were. The new house owner had no idea and had to call the police to take Sandra away because she wouldn't leave and wouldn't stop screaming. Sandra couldn't even stay in her own hometown because there were so many rumors about her there. So she left to go live somewhere else. Meanwhile, Maureen was rescued by Samantha, and she transferred to a part-time school in Boston. Maureen plans to go to a technical school after graduating from high school because she wants to work in the IT field in the future. Even though my daughters have been pushed around too much and too long by their mothers' unreasonable mistreatment of them, I'm very happy that they are now growing up straight and strong, and I will continue to give them all the love I can as their father.
Thank you for watching. Please rate our videos and subscribe to our channel.
Julie, are you there? Message me back. I know you're just sitting around the house doing nothing. I need you to get over here and do the housework for me. You were supposed to clean my whole bathroom yesterday, but you never did. Get your act together. I want it done right now. The yard needs weeding too, and so do the flower beds. The front yard looks terrible. It makes the whole house look like a dump if the front yard isn't maintained properly. You better get over here quick, because after that, you still need to do my grocery shopping and start preparing my dinners, so get on it. Teresa, please. I really need you to cut me some slack now. I'm 9 months pregnant. I can't do one thing after another like this. And didn't I just drive you around all morning? What are you talking about? All you did was take me clothes shopping. You made it sound like it was such a difficult job. Honestly, according to Sean, I shouldn't even be driving right now. It's dangerous because I get tired so easily. Please, for my own sake and the baby's sake, just cut me some slack until the baby is born. It won't be much longer. I can't believe this! You're behaving like a spoiled child. If you're gonna be like this, then what was the point of me moving in with you? What do you mean, what was the point? You were the orphan without any parents, so when my son married you, I was nice enough to move in with you. You know, to be the mother you never had. So if you find it a little difficult at times, don't you think you should just suck it up? That conversation and this conversation are completely different. I'm talking about my pregnancy. Shut up! If this wasn't a duplex house and I didn't need a key to get into your side, we wouldn't be having this conversation through text message. I just go over there and drag you back here and make you do all this stuff. We live in the same house and you're my daughter-in-law. The housework is your job. That includes my side of the house. What? If you understand what I'm saying, get your butt over here and do what I told you. Teresa, is that you banging on my front door? Why are you hitting it so hard? I said get your butt over here and do the housework for me. If you don't, I'll break this door down. Please, just stop. Hi, sis, I need to talk to you. Julie, what is it? I'm at work. I can't talk on the phone right now. Help me. What's wrong? Even though I'm 9 months pregnant, my mother-in-law is trying to force me to do all this running around and physical labor. She made me drive her around this morning. Now she wants me to do all the housework and yard work. Huh? I'm doing as much as I can for her, but I can't take it anymore. This is too much. You mean even this late in your pregnancy? Doesn't she care about you or the baby? I don't know what's wrong with her. She was just yelling at me to do her housework. And she was banging on my door. She said if I didn't come out, she was going to break it down. I think her favorite TV show has started, so she left and everything is quiet now. But I think as soon as it's over, she's gonna come back and start doing it all over again. I'm scared. Oh my God, what's wrong with her? Your mother-in-law must be crazy. Did you talk to Sean about this? I have, but he's never seen it. She waits until it's just me and her alone in the house. Oh, I see. And, oh, that's right. Sean's away on a business trip right now, isn't he? Yeah, he won't be back until the day after tomorrow. Even though our part of the house is separate from hers, I can't stand to be under the same roof as her anymore. I don't blame you. Can you wait for just 1 hour? Yeah. I think she'll still be watching TV. There's a couple of soap operas she likes. Okay. Use that time to get all the things together that you'll need for a night or two. I'm gonna head over and pick you up. Huh? I thought you were working. I am, but I can spare some time to pick you up and then finish my work later. This is an emergency. I can leave it if I need to. Don't worry about me. Anyway, you should be more concerned about yourself and your baby. Okay. Thanks, Angela.
Julie?
Hi, Sean.
I just heard from your sister. I'm so sorry. Are you okay?
Yeah, I guess. Your mom made quite a scene when she caught me leaving the house, but my sister was there to help me, so everything was fine.
I see. Well, I'm just glad you're all right. When you left the house, your sister recorded the whole thing on audio on her phone. She played it for me.
She did? I didn't know that.
The things my mother was saying to you, I had no idea. Was that how she was always treating you?
Yeah, she never did it when you were around, and because she's your mother, I just didn't know how to tell you. When we get a chance, I'll show you all the text messages she sent to me too. They're not much different from what she said when I was leaving today.
Okay, I guess I should see them for myself. I'm really sorry for all this. I honestly had no idea.
Don't worry, I'm just glad you understand. Oh, and as for me, I'm staying at my sister's right now.
Oh, yeah, she told me. I told my office something came up with my wife and I had to go back home. I'm getting all my stuff together now and I'm going to start heading back right away. I should be able to get there by tonight. But there's something I'm thinking about right now.
What do you mean? What are you thinking about?
I'll tell you the details when I see you.
Okay, I'll be waiting.
Okay, but if you're tired, you don't have to wait up for me. Get some rest if you need it. We can talk about everything tomorrow morning, okay?
Okay. You're always thinking about me, thanks.
Hey, Mom, you got a minute?
Oh, Sean, you've got great timing. Something just happened. Julie ran away.
Huh?
Her sister came here all in a panic. I don't know what she's gotten wrapped up in. But when they left, they were yelling at me and calling me all sorts of bad names. Julie had a bag all packed, and her sister came and took her away. I have no idea what's going on.
Yelling and calling you names. What kinds of things were they yelling at you?
Well, things like, I'm pregnant, so do your own housework, and why are you even living in the same house? I don't even want to think about the other things they were saying.
Oh, I see.
I didn't want to say it before, but I guess this is a good time. You know, I really don't want to interfere with you and Julie's life, right? But I think Julie is really paranoid about things. And she's really stubborn, and she has terrible mood swings. She acts nice, but when you're not around, she changes. I think she's got it out for me, don't you think? Or do you think it's just really bad mood swings because she's pregnant? I don't want to say anything bad about your wife, but I think she needs to change her attitude or her way of thinking. I've met women like her, Sean. It's just gonna get worse and worse from here on out.
I see. So that's how it is from your perspective.
My perspective?
I already knew that Julie left the house. Her sister called me earlier and told me.
Really? She did? Did she tell you that Julie is staying with her now too?
Yeah, of course. Anyway, I want you to remember that Julie is pregnant with my child. She's going to be giving birth soon.
Of course, I'm aware.
That's all I wanted to tell you. Talk to you later.
Oh, you're coming back the day after tomorrow, right? I'll tell Julie to make sure she's back home by then, so don't worry about anything. Julie! Julie, what the heck is this? Oh, hi, Teresa. Don't hi me. Who are these people intruding in my house? Is this your whole family? That's what they told me. They're here, yet you won't come back no matter how many times I've told you to. That makes no sense. They said they're moving me out. They're getting all my things packed up and ready to be hauled off. Did you put them up to this? What the heck are you thinking? You know I'm gonna be telling Sean about this. He's gonna divorce you. Divorce!
Hey, Mom.
Sean! Again, good timing. Listen to this. Your wife is trying to kick me out of your house. She's got all of her relatives over here now trying to move all my stuff out. Can you believe this? What's gotten into her? I told you she had it out for me. The only person who should be getting kicked out is Julie.
You think Julie should be getting kicked out?
Yes, of course. This is your house. You built it, right? If she doesn't want to live with your mother, she should be the one who gets out, right? I can't believe this. This is probably why her parents abandoned her as a child.
Mom, it's true that Julie doesn't have any parents, but this wasn't her idea. On top of that, she might not have parents, but she has a sister and a lot of people that love her, including her relatives, so don't talk about her like that.
But even with that said, with the terrible way she's treating me, I have every right to be angry with her.
The terrible way she's treating you, huh?
Yeah, that's right. I thought we could all live together. I thought we'd all be happy and help each other out. And then she goes and breaks my heart like this. It's like she took my heart out and she's trampling all over it right now. You don't want a wife like that, do you? You should divorce her, don't you think? Get her to pay compensation money for the trouble she's put us through and just divorce her.
You know what, Mom? I think we've already had this conversation, but you know whose house that is, right?
What? Whose? It's yours, right?
No.
Huh? Is it in your father's name then?
No.
Then whose is it?
Her sister's.
What? You mean it's Julie's sister's?
That's right.
But what? How? Sean, come on, don't do this to me. This isn't the time for joking around. Julie and her sister are orphans. That means they're broke. Neither one could own a house.
Which one of them is broke?
Both of them, they are orphans.
Did I not tell you before? Angela, Julie's older sister, is president of the company I work for.
Angela's the president.
The house that you live in was built on the land Julie's father owned. It was their inheritance, and Julie's taking care of it.
You're kidding.
Mom, do you have any idea what orphan means? It doesn't mean abandoned and poor. It just means they lost their parents. Their parents died when they were young, that's all. It doesn't mean they have no relatives of any kind. And it certainly doesn't mean they can't grow up to be successful. We explained all of this to you when Angela, Julie, and I had the new house built there. But the reason that Angela had a duplex house built in the first place,
The reason?
it was originally for Julie and I to have one side and Angela and her fiance to have the other. We planned to live next to each other like that.
What?
But Angela's fiance got sent overseas by his company for a couple years, just like Dad did, so their marriage got postponed. After Julie and I moved in, Angela was supposed to move in the other side later, but then you used Dad being sent overseas for work as an excuse for you to move in with us.
Yeah, but
We had no choice but to talk to Angela about the whole situation. She agreed to let you live there only until her fiance came back and they got married. That's the only reason she let you stay there.
I didn't know all that.
We all sat down and explained this to you in detail. Don't you remember? Dad knows all this too.
Are you talking about the conversation back then?
Oh, you remember now.
All I remember was Julie being stubborn and saying how she didn't want me to move in with you.
What?
Julie reluctantly went along with it after a while, and that's where the conversation ended.
I don't know what you're talking about, but that's not what happened at all. Does your brain alter its memory somehow so you only remember things the way you want to?
That's not... I don't.
Why am I surprised? You've been doing this for years. Anyway, this time you've gone and pissed off the owner of the house.
Pissed off? Now you're just exaggerating.
You've been treating her little sister like garbage while she's pregnant. Of course Angela is going to get mad at you. Someone has to leave the house in order to settle this problem, and it's gotta be you.
But that's...
We had no choice. You're gonna have to go live with Dad while he's overseas working.
What?
All your stuff that you're packing up right now, it's getting ready to be shipped overseas to Dad. I've already talked to him about this. He's busy getting everything ready on his end now, too.
What? Hold on. I don't want to go overseas.
Dad's only overseas working until his project is completed, so you won't be there forever. Besides, I know the only reason you didn't want to go with him in the first place was because you thought you could stay here and make Julie do everything for you. But you took it way too far. You treated my wife like a slave, and you put unnecessary stress and strain on her while she's pregnant with my child. You endangered my baby. So now you'll have to go live with Dad until his project is finished, however many years that's gonna be.
But I said I don't want to. I don't want to leave here.
Well, I figured you'd say that. But it's too late now. You should be happy that there's a place for you to go at all.
How could you?
Goodbye.
This time I had a lot of people helping me out, my sister and my husband, and my relatives too. Of course, I think my overseas father-in-law helped me out the most. After I talked to my husband, he was so quick to come to my rescue and get his mother away from me. I heard that my father-in-law's company has really nice company housing over there. Since he was there alone, he'd just been in a small apartment, but when his wife came, the company moved them into a much larger place. Of course, that just meant there was much more housework for his wife to do. And now that her daughter-in-law isn't there to boss around all day, my mother-in-law has lots of extra time. I think it'll be good for her. Hopefully, she'll use the extra time to think about how she's been treating people so far. As for me, I gave birth to a healthy baby boy. My sister's fiance has since come back and moved into the duplex along with my sister. Together, we're all helping to raise my little boy. Now that our house is stress-free, we're all living a comfortable and happy life. Thanks for watching. If you like this video, please press the like button. See you next time. Hey June, are you home right now? I seriously need to talk to you. Why did you tell your friends to park on my property again? I thought that you and I had talked about this already. I have asked you time and time again to cut it out. So why are there 3 cars parked there right now? Oh, Mandy, how's it going? I guess you saw that I have some friends over today, huh? Well, you know how strict the street parking rules can be around here. We didn't have any choice but to use your lot if we didn't want to get in trouble. Look, this is the 3rd night in a row that this has happened. I don't care if you have people over, obviously, but can you please stop telling your friends to park on my lot? Oh, jeez, when did you get so stingy, huh? I mean, it's not like you're using it for anything. Why shouldn't we all get to park our cars on your lot? You're right. It isn't anything yet, but I'm having work done on it. Actually, I plan on making it into a real parking lot. But if you keep telling your friends to park there, then it gets in the way of the work that needs to be done. If you're just gonna make it into a lot anyways, then I don't see why we can't park there. Because I want to make it into a proper parking lot that the whole neighborhood can cheaply use when someone has guests over. The least you could do is pay me a little fee when you park there. What? You can't be serious! Why should I have to pay you? I thought we were all friends here. You can't just go charging people to park. At that point, we might as well have just found a different lot to park in. Yes, please do that. That would be much preferable. Besides, it is my property that I bought to make into a parking lot. You can't just use it however you want, you understand? It doesn't belong to you. And it's really starting to upset me, so please stop telling your friends to park there. And just why do you think you all should get to use it for free? You're right. I guess it would be better if you just let everyone park there then. I'm sorry, but I didn't buy the lot to provide any kind of public service. I did it as a business venture. But I will already be charging low rates to use it. And construction is going to begin soon, so please stop parking there. Oh, can't you just stop it already? What do you mean? Stop what? Look, if my friends can't park there, then I'm going to be the one who's upset, got it? So, just call off your construction project or whatever. I have a lot of friends who all have a lot of cars and who need a place to park them. And if anything happens to their cars, we will know who to blame. What are you talking about? You were telling your friends to park on my lot illegally. Where'd you get off trying to tell me what to do? Keep it up and I'm gonna get mad. Please make this the last time it happens, okay? Well, my husband isn't coming back from his business trip until next year, so... What does that have to do with anything? Well, because when my husband is here, I don't usually get to have so many of my friends come over. So you'll just have to be patient, okay? I know that you can hold on just a little longer for me. What are you saying? I won't be doing anything for you. All of that has nothing to do with me, and I won't be stopping my plans just because you say so. Honestly, how can you be so selfish with your property? It is already a parking lot, basically, so just let us park there. What is your problem? What's my problem? What's your problem? I've told you over and over again that it is my property and I have plans for it. What part of that don't you understand? Look, my friends and I just opened up a bottle of wine, so I've got to go. I am being serious. I don't want to see cars parked there anymore, do you understand? Make it stop or else. Oh, please. It isn't like I do it every day or anything. More like 5 days a week at most. That is basically the whole week, June. Well, look, it's only 3 this time. But this weekend I'm inviting even more friends over and it's gonna be 6 cars. Are you even listening to me? So thanks for letting us park there again. Next month I'm going on a trip with my family and in the meantime I'm gonna close off the lot, okay? So please stop parking there. What? You're going on a trip with your whole family? When is that? Where are you all going to go? We're leaving the first weekend of next month. Oh, wow, that sounds so fun. Well, don't worry, you'll have nothing to worry about while you're gone. I'll see that your parking lot is safe and sound in my hands. I'm not asking you to do anything to it. And don't do anything like call the cops again. That'll just be more needless drama. Besides, I have some friends who don't need any heat from the police. Do you catch my drift? I really wish it sounded less like a threat. Whatever, I'm over it. You worry too much. I wasn't threatening you by telling you some of my friends might have records, just making a polite request of no police. Yeah, talking to you is pointless. Just don't park on my property anymore. Hey, Mandy, have you and your family all already left for your trip? Yes, why do you ask? You better not be thinking about letting your friends use my lot again. I've already told other people not to park there and have closed it off. Closed off? Is that what you call just putting up a sign? Anyways, I have friends coming over again today, so I just wanted to make sure that you all were gone on your trip. Yes, we are away on our trip, but did you really not look at all at my lot? Not really. I was pretty hungover today and I slept in quite a bit. My kid is at my parents' house and I haven't really left the house all day. But man, am I lucky that your little lot is right behind my house. It just makes it so easy to have friends over so often. June, I am warning you that you really shouldn't have your friends park there anymore. Oh yeah, that reminds me, they're almost here. I told them that they can just run over your sign or throw it away if it was blocking their car. So don't worry about it. It's not like that sign said anything anyways. Yeah, I'm sure that was really a smart thing to tell them. But it still isn't too late. You can still ask all your friends to find another place to park. What? What are you talking about? Why would I do that? They're already on their way. I can't just have them change course now. What is wrong with you? Anyways, today it'll be 6 cars parking there. Thanks again. But I know that you wouldn't really mind since you're away on a trip anyways. Well, is everyone okay? Nobody is hurt or anything? What? Why would someone be hurt? Well, the bulldozers were digging some pretty deep holes in the lot. Did your friends manage to avoid them? What do you mean holes? Did you even look at the sign? No, but it probably just said no parking or something, right? I glanced at it on my way home yesterday, but I didn't really read it. Well, maybe you should have, because it was an announcement about the construction starting. That lot is finally going to become a real parking lot now. I decided it would be best to have the work done while we were away on vacation. But I know that they said they were going to begin the work by digging lots of holes. But why? Well, because I warned them that they might have some cars that insist on parking there. So the construction chief said that he had just the solution and suggested the holes. So, are all of your friends okay? What are you talking about? What is all this? What do you mean there's a bunch of holes there now? Do you really think someone could crash their car into one of them? Well, I figured it was just best to leave the construction up to the professionals. I really didn't do anything wrong by having them dig. It's just part of the construction process. But don't you think that it could be dangerous? Oh no, I just got a message from a couple of my friends saying that their cars got stuck in the holes and they're asking for help pulling them out. Well, I try to warn you. I guess maybe you should have listened to me earlier when I asked you not to park there anymore. You're trying to blame this on me? Obviously, if it's anyone's fault that your friends' cars are stuck there now, it's yours. I try to warn you over and over again not to park there because I would be starting construction. But you just had to keep on ignoring me and insist on having things your way, huh? Well, I guess maybe I did a little, but I thought that we were friends, so it'd be fine. Is that really what you thought? Well, I'm just so sorry to burst your bubble. I guess you must have really been misreading my messages then. But well, how could you go and dig a bunch of holes? I already told you why the holes are there, and now you and your friends won't be able to park there anymore. Until it's done, at least. I tried to warn you yesterday, but you ignored me. Well, sure, I guess you told me something, but I didn't think that you would do this. Well, I guess you should have taken what I said a bit more seriously then. Do you know how frustrating it was telling you not to park there again and again and again? Oh, no. It sounds like a couple of my friends got hurt when they crashed. What should I do? This isn't my fault, right? I don't really see how it could be anyone else's fault at this point. But I didn't have the holes dug. You did. That means it's all your fault. It's your fault that my friends crashed their cars, and it's your fault they got hurt. Don't you feel any sense of responsibility for this? It isn't my fault. Are you serious right now? Of course I am. This is all your fault. We are going to sue you. And then you'll have to pay. Oh, how you'll have to pay. Get ready, Mandy. Wow. Even to the end, you're still acting this unhinged. It really is just incredible. I warned you and asked you not to park there so many times, but you ignored me and just kept doing it your way. In fact, not only did I warn you, I literally put up a big sign explaining what was gonna happen. I can't see how I did anything wrong here. But I didn't do anything. And all I did was start construction on my own property. Property where you and your friends never had permission to park in the first place. Oh man. Oh, this is really, really bad. What do you think my friends are gonna say about me? You should hope that they only say things about you and that it ends there. What is that supposed to mean? I mean, you said so yourself, right? The whole reason you didn't want me calling the cops was because your friends have some kind of criminal history, right? But it's clear that this whole thing is all your fault, so I just hope you and your friends are really close. Oh no, you're right. Oh, what should I do? Honestly though, June, sending your kid away to your parents for this long just so that you could party with your friends night after night, I just can't believe that you're really that kind of person. But I really can't see how you're gonna get out of this one. Please, just whatever you do, don't call the police, okay? Even if I don't call the police, do you really think that none of your friends are gonna get them involved? Either way, I think they're gonna get called. Also, I should let you know that just in case, I had security cameras installed on the lot. But I also have a couple of neighbors to keep an eye on it for me as well. So then, you're telling me that other people in the neighborhood watched all of that happened? Well, they'd known for a long time about all the illegal parking going on there and how you refused to stop telling your friends to park there despite my asking you to. But I never wanted it to come to this. Well, I'm afraid you were never going to keep getting your way, and I've done nothing wrong on my end. So there's no point to even trying to pin all of this on me. I'm sure that your friends are going to like me even less for doing so, but I think I am going to call the police. I've also already hired a lawyer and am prepared to take you to court for all your trespassing. And I'll be sure to use our messages as proof that you've tried threatening me over this before. Mandy, you can't be serious about all this. I wasn't trying to threaten you. I was just making a polite request. I didn't even do anything wrong here. I guess that your friends must still not know, huh? What do you mean? Know about what? Did you really never tell them that they weren't allowed to park there in the first place? I'd hoped they would have figured that out by looking at the sign, but I assume you just told them that you were friends with the owner, and I guess they all must have believed you, huh? But how do you know all of that? I knew it. Well, then I guess you really do have no one to blame here but yourself. No matter how much you try and pin this on someone else, I think even you realize that it would be pointless to try. No, please, I'm so sorry. I apologize, okay? So can you just please keep all of this between us? Please, I realize what I did wrong, okay? No, it's way too late for any of that now. Besides, some of your friends' cars have already fallen into the holes. It's way too late to try and take back anything now. Besides, the whole neighborhood knows all about this now. Have any of your friends called the police? I bet some of them are wondering what happened since they all trusted that you'd gotten permission to use it. Please! They can't find out that we weren't supposed to use that lot. This is gonna get really, really bad. You have to help me come up with a lie. Oh, sorry I would, but I'm actually trying to reach your husband right now and explain to him what's going on. What? My husband? No, please! You can't tell him that I was having parties while he was away? Please, he can't know about any of this! I'm sorry, but you've done this to yourself. Good luck affording all the repairs for your friends' cars. Despite being told time and time again not to tell her friends to park there, June insisted on continuing to do so. But when she thought that she could take advantage of Mandy going away on a trip, she landed in one hole that she couldn't dig herself out of. With their cars in the holes in the lot, all of June's friends were furious with her while she tried getting out of it with lie after lie. But in the end, one of them ended up calling the police, and then the truth came out. Mandy was, of course, guiltless for digging holes on her own property, and all of June's friends were shocked to learn that they'd been parking illegally. June's husband found out what had happened as well, kicked her out of the house, and the two are now in the process of getting a divorce as June pays back her friends for the damage to their cars. She had to take on several jobs and works from the morning until late at night trying to earn enough money just to pay what she owes.
Hello, Tina. When are you planning to leave?
Hello, Anna. I'm not quite sure what you mean by that.
I'm asking you when you're planning to move out of our apartment building. I've been telling this to you for a while now. I don't want to have to live in the same apartment building as your poor family. I really want you to get out as soon as possible. You're negatively affecting my reputation and the reputation of this apartment.
I told you to stop saying that to me. It's such a selfish thing to say. You're not the owner of this building. You have no right to tell me to move out. I also have no obligation to listen to what you say. Me and my family have no intention of moving out of this apartment.
Why are you being so difficult about this? How many times do I have to repeat myself for you to listen? I told you that I want you and your family to move elsewhere. Do you not realize how much trouble you're causing us?
I don't think I'm causing you any trouble at all. Even if my family does look poor, like you say, I don't think that we're causing any trouble to anyone. I also think that what you're saying to us is very offensive. I really don't understand why you keep on calling my family poor looking.
Oh, now you're getting angry? How scary. All I was doing was just telling you guys the truth. It all looks like you live on the streets or something. It must be so miserable being poor like you guys. I'm sorry if I offended you, though. I thought I was doing you guys a favor by telling you my honest opinion.
What you said to us was very offensive. I'm not going to forgive you if you keep on insulting us like this.
Are you really sure that you want to be talking to me with that kind of tone?
Why do you say that?
It's kind of obvious. You and your family have a much lower social status when compared to me and my family.
Wait, what?
What floor do you guys live on?
We live on the second floor of this apartment building.
Do you have any idea what floor we live on?
Of course I know. You've boasted to me a countless number of times. You guys live on the very top floor, right?
Yes, we do live on the very top floor. There's just no way you should be talking to me in an arrogant tone. You only live on the second floor. That is such a pathetic place to live. The lower floors are for the poor people, the lower ranks of society.
I wasn't talking to you in an arrogant tone at all. I was just telling you to stop insulting my family. Please stop twisting my words. How about we try to get along for once? Our children are almost the same age. I think it would be nice if our families could become friends.
Oh, I don't think that would be a good idea for my son. He's going to be very successful in the future. He shouldn't become friends with poor people like your children. I wouldn't want them to have a negative influence on my son. That's why my son is attending an expensive kindergarten where only kids from rich families can attend. I doubt my son would have anything to talk about with your kids anyway. Your entire family has a pretty low social status after all.
I really don't think there's any need for you to be so offensive. Do you really think that our social statuses get decided by the floor that we live on?
That's exactly what I'm saying. Oh, I'm glad that you finally understand what I'm trying to say.
If you really think that determines the value of a human being, I feel really sorry for you. What a pathetic life you must have.
That's exactly how I feel about you too. I pity you for having to live on the second floor of this apartment. Your life must suck so much.
We had no choice because all the other floors were full already. We also didn't really care what floor we ended up living on. We decided on this apartment building because the location is very convenient.
Oh yeah, I just remembered. I heard that your family hosted a barbecue party at the field right next to this apartment building. Oh, I'm glad you hosted the party while we were gone on vacation. I hope that you guys weren't too loud or rowdy. That would seriously damage the reputation of this entire apartment building.
We weren't doing anything out of the ordinary. We have every right to host a barbecue at that field. Everyone does it all the time. We made sure to obey all the rules and cleaned up after ourselves. We didn't cause any trouble at all. This apartment and the field next to it is not your property. I really don't have to listen to anything that you say to me.
Actually, you should be listening to everything that I say. My family lives on the highest floor of this apartment building. How are you not getting this? It's like a pyramid, and you're at the bottom. Just do what the royalty tell you to do.
You sound delusional. I have no obligation to do any of that. I just remembered something too. I guess I'll let you know about it just in case. We're planning to have another barbecue party this weekend. We're planning to have it at the rooftop area of this apartment. You and your family are welcome to join us if you'd like.
What did you just say? I can't believe that you guys are doing that without getting permission first. I don't remember ever giving you permission to do this.
Why would I need to get permission from you? You're not the owner of this building.
I really can't believe you're even planning to do this. I'm definitely not going to be giving you guys permission to have a barbecue on the rooftop area.
We're definitely going to have this barbecue regardless of what you say. I also did invite you just in case. Don't complain to me that you weren't invited, okay?
I also warned you about this, okay? I never gave you permission to do this. I don't want you to have a barbecue party on the rooftop. If you don't listen to what I'm saying, you're going to regret it.
Please stop with threats like that.
You better not use the rooftop, as it's my favorite spot to relax at.
That place is a shared area for everyone that lives in the apartment. We all have the right to use that space. I've invited some other families that live in the apartment to the barbecue as well. Please let me know if you change your mind and want to join us.
I'm not going to let you go through with this. I really won't forgive you this time. Tina, you guys are being way too loud. What the hell do you think you're doing up there?
Did you forget the conversation that we had already? I told you that I was going to be hosting a barbecue here today. I also don't think that we're being that loud.
You are being very loud. I can hear you guys all the way down from the elevator. Didn't I warn you about this? I told you that I wasn't going to give you permission to have the barbecue at the rooftop. The rooftop is my favorite place to relax. It's basically my property.
It's not your property at all. The rooftop is available for everyone that lives here.
I live on the highest floor of this apartment building. That must mean that the rooftop is pretty much my property.
That's not how it works at all. It doesn't make any difference even if you live on the top floor. We're almost done with the barbecue, so you don't need to worry about us anymore.
I can't stand this any longer. I'm going to make sure that none of you guys can go back to your rooms.
Wait, what did you just say?
I just pressed the emergency button on the elevator. It's no longer operating now. You guys are going to be stuck up there for a while.
So, you're telling me that you stopped the elevator on purpose?
Yeah, pretty much. The only way that you guys are going to be able to go back is by taking the stairs.
Oh my god, how could you do that? Do you not realize that what you've just done is unacceptable?
I also broke the door that leads to the stairs. Oh, this is all going to be your fault once the management finds out about this.
Why would any of this become my fault? It's very clear that you were the one that did all this. Why did you have to do this to us?
I had to do this because you didn't listen to my warning. You really need to realize the position that you're in right now. You're really poor and live on the second floor of this apartment. You don't have the right to be using the rooftop like this. The rooftop should only be used by people like me who live on the highest floor of this apartment building. You guys shouldn't be having a barbecue up there.
Let me tell you something then. I am actually the owner of this entire building.
What are you talking about all of a sudden? I know that you're lying to me.
Why would I lie to you about this? I'm the landlord of this entire building. It was originally my parents' building, but they passed it down to me a few years ago. I'm the current owner of this entire apartment building. Did you not know about that?
Like I'm going to believe that. It's pathetic that you're making up stories like this. Are you saying that to try to scare me? It's not working at all. You're just angry because I stopped the elevator from operating.
Actually, the elevator is back to normal already.
Wait, what? How?
I called the company that does the maintenance for all the elevators in this building. Thankfully, they managed to fix it very quickly. You're lucky that the elevator got fixed this quickly. You would have been in a lot of trouble if the elevator was broken for a prolonged amount of time. There are some very elderly people that live on the higher floors of this building. They need that elevator to live here. Did you not think about how your actions would affect the other people that live here?
Why are you talking to me so arrogantly? There's no way I thought about the other people that live here. I only care about me and my family. I really don't care about what happens to other people. The people that live on the lower floors don't deserve my attention at all.
It is true that the highest floor of this apartment building is the most expensive. However, there are 4 other families that live on the highest floor. Why do you think that you and your family are so special?
I think that we're special because we're so much richer than everyone else. We're completely different to the other people that live here, especially when compared to someone that lives on the 2nd floor like you.
The 2nd floor isn't even that bad. The entire 2nd floor is where me and my family live. We're not sharing the rooms like the people on the other floors.
Wait, what did you just say?
It's true that the view isn't that great, but we have much more space to live in compared to your place. Our place is over 3 times bigger when compared to your place, actually.
No way. Is it really true that you're the landlord of this building then?
It really is true. I probably should have told you this earlier so that you wouldn't do something so stupid like this. I thought that you knew about it already.
I really had no idea about it. So that means that I've put myself into a pretty bad situation then?
Yes, you have managed to put yourself in a bad situation. I can't believe that you broke the door to the stairs this badly. What is wrong with you?
Actually, I wasn't the one that broke that door. It really wasn't me. You need to believe me.
Did you really think that you could lie your way out of this? You were the one that told me that you broke the door. You also said that you were planning to blame all this on me once the management found out. Oh, unfortunately for you, I'm the one that owns this building. You're going to be in so much trouble for this.
Wait, hold on a minute. There's no need for you to get so angry. I can fix this door pretty easily.
There's no way you can fix this door. You completely destroyed it. Don't bother trying to do anything with the broken door. I'm just going to ask some professionals to fix it.
So, you're going to forgive me then? Thank you so much. You're actually pretty kind.
Don't get ahead of yourself. I'm not going to be forgiving you for what you did.
What? So, what's going to happen then?
I'm going to be asking you to pay for all the repair costs, including the money I had to spend to get the elevators fixed.
So, you're going to bill me for all of this? That can't be possible.
Why are you acting so surprised? You were the one that broke the door and the elevator, right? You need to take responsibility for what you've done. Even little children know this.
Please stop talking so aggressively toward me. I'm getting kind of scared.
You're also really rich, right? You said that you and your family are on a completely different level compared to the rest of us. That must mean that you can pay for the damages you caused, right? It's probably not that much money for your majesty.
Actually, my family is rich thanks to my husband. I'm not actually that rich myself. I also don't have that much money that I'm allowed to use freely. Whenever I want to use money for something other than living expenses, I have to get permission from my husband first.
Then all you have to do is explain what you did to your husband then.
It's not an easy thing to do. Do you not realize that I'm going to be in so much trouble if I tell him about this? We're mom friends, right? I think we should solve disputes like this between us. There's really no need to get my husband involved.
I don't see you as a mom friend at all. The only way you're going to get out of this is by telling your husband what you did.
Why do you have to say that? I think that we're friends. Even our children are a similar age. We live in the same apartment building, so I think that we'll be able to get along even better in the future. I hope I can become good friends with you too.
I'm sorry, but there's no need to do that. Our children go to different kindergartens, and we're not going to be living in the same apartment anymore. I don't think we're going to be seeing each other at all in the future.
What do you mean by that? We both live here, so there's going to be plenty of opportunities to see each other.
What are you talking about? Did you seriously think that you could continue living here after causing this much trouble? Your contract is going to be terminated, and you and your family are going to have to move out.
Wait, what did you just say? We're going to get kicked out? You're joking, right? That can't really happen. My husband went through so much effort to get a contract to live here. It was his dream to live on the highest floor with a nice view.
I see. It must have been very difficult for him.
Exactly. Please, don't terminate our contract.
So that means you completely destroyed your husband's dream then.
Please, forgive me. I'm really sorry.
I'm not forgiving you. I'm also reporting this incident to the police.
The police? Why would you get them involved? This time you're joking, right? Tell me you're joking.
I really haven't said any jokes to you at all. I'm very serious about everything that I said to you. You intentionally vandalized and destroyed multiple things within the apartment building. The fact that you tried to break the elevator is a major problem. There could have been someone inside. It might also have been needed in case of an emergency. There's over 200 people that live in this apartment building. Do you still not realize what you did was very selfish?
Wait, please hold on a minute. You need to calm down. I'm going to head to your room right now. Let's talk about this face to face. I really regret what I did, and I think we can solve this another way.
I don't think there's any point in us talking. I'm not going to change my mind. I'm going to be asking your family to move out immediately. I don't care if you guys live on the top floor. That means absolutely nothing. You should be embarrassed by what you've done. Anna started to panic when she realized that Tina was actually the owner of the apartment building. She hurried up to the rooftop so that she could apologize to Tina. Unfortunately, they had finished with the barbecue already, and there was no one left. Anna was in a rush, and she accidentally locked herself out on the rooftop and was unable to return back to her room. Tina was about to report the entire incident to the police when Anna's husband came to talk to her. He profusely apologized and paid all the money for the repairs immediately. Tina decided to not report the incident to the police. However, she did end up terminating the contract for Anna and her family. They were forced to move out immediately. Anna's husband was absolutely furious about what had happened and demanded that Anna pay him back all the money he paid for the repairs. Anna had to get 2 part-time jobs so that she could pay back the money. She was finally starting to realize what a stupid thing she had done. Thanks for watching. If you like this video, please consider subscribing and pressing the like button.
Hey, Kate. Hope you're doing well. Congrats to your marriage with Jack. I know you two did not have a wedding ceremony and just registered your marriage legally, but since now you two are officially a married couple, I want you to start helping out with the family, which you are now a member of. I know it won't be easy, but you have to put in what you can. Do you understand what I'm saying?
Yes, Lacey. This is all new to me, and it's my first time being a wife and a daughter-in-law, but I will try my best to be a good one. Actually, I really wanted to have the wedding first before registering our marriage. But Jack insisted that we become a legally married couple first, and here we are. And speaking of our wedding, do you have any suggestions on when we should do it? I asked him if there are certain dates when he wants to do it, and he told me to just ask for your opinion.
Wedding ceremony? My gosh, Kate. We are not in the early 2000s anymore. You know, not many people care about that anymore. I mean, a small one would suffice, and you know small weddings are getting popular nowadays. You are way younger, and yet you do not know these things. But anyway, yeah, I get it. COVID really messed up a lot of social event styles for everyone, but let's just skip a wedding for now. I don't want to invite people and get them sick. Just stick with what you did so far with the marriage registration and finish it with that. I think that's good enough. Also, you can just have a wedding later after you guys have kids.
Lacey, it's kind of weird to do it that way because of the order. It's not like I am getting pregnant out of wedlock, so I kind of don't want a wedding after giving birth. Also, my parents are really excited for my wedding. They have been looking forward to it. And ever since I was a little girl, I always dreamt of wearing a beautiful wedding dress and walking down the aisle to my husband. So anyway, should I just go ahead and reserve a wedding hall for my wedding? Would that be okay?
Didn't I already tell you? Just skip this whole wedding thing. There's no need for it. I mean, look at him. He has been a loner for the past 10 years and on top of that, jobless. I'm surprised he found you. If you go through with the wedding, I would be so ashamed to invite my relatives and tell them what he has been up to. I am just so embarrassed of him, to be honest, so there's no way I am inviting anyone from my side if you have the wedding. Anyway, just give up the idea of having a wedding ceremony and never bring it up with me again.
A loner? And jobless? He has been jobless. What are you talking about? But Jack 100% has a job and makes a very good salary.
Oh yes, of course. Of course, my wonderful son Jack graduated from an elite college and is working at a big company. But the other ugly duckling, the other son that I unluckily have, Zach, I am talking about him.
To be honest, I don't think that's a valid enough reason to not have a wedding. Plus, if that's the reason, we'll never get to have one. I just don't see how that has something to do with me wanting to have a wedding ceremony with my now husband.
My gosh, do you not know about it? I really don't know how to tell you this, but by any chance, did you think that you registered your marriage with Jack?
Yes, of course I got married to him. Who else will I get married to then? I have been dating Jack this entire time, and we even went together to the city hall to register our marriage.
My goodness, Kate. You are being funny right now. Did you really not notice what's going on here? You're not being serious, right? Do you really think you can get married to someone like Jack? You are nothing compared to him. I am laughing so much right now that my stomach hurts. Oh, you are funny, Kate. All that Jack did was go with you to the city hall. That's all. Nothing more, nothing less. But in reality, the name that's on that paper is my other son, Zach. Did you really not know?
What? Is that true, Lacey? What kind of nonsense are you talking about? Is that even possible?
Yes, of course. Nothing is impossible, you know. Both of my sons are twins, so they are basically like one person. They look almost identical, so instead of Zach, Jack just did all the paperwork for your marriage license while you were actually seeing Zach all this time. So yeah, that's what's going on.
Oh my goodness. I can't believe this is happening. Lacey, you know that's illegal, right? Not only did you guys scam me, basically, but you also forged paperwork to a legal body. You know I can sue you for that, right?
All that Jack did was assist you with the paperwork and wrote Zach's name on there because Zach has social disabilities and cannot make decisions on his own. So Jack did all the signatures. How is this a crime? He just helped his brother get married. That's all. So how are you going to sue us? This is more or less a family issue and not something you can butt in.
You tricked me! In what world does this even make sense? I've been dating Jack, not Zach. So why should I marry the person I haven't been dating? I really don't understand why I have to deal with this. I understand you guys have family issues and you're embarrassed of your own son, but I should not be a part of this mess because I did not do anything wrong to you guys.
Well, I really just wanted to find another home for my son who all these years has not been doing anything useful or meaningful. I want to kick him out because he is basically disabled. That's the truth. All he does is play on his computer and he barely steps out the house. He couldn't even finish high school and had to drop out. And ever since then, he has been like a parasite at my house. Just leeching off for food and staying at home without contributing anything to do with the family. So I strategized and thought of finding him a woman that he could get married to so I can kick him out and he can be her responsibility. I thought that if I did that, he would get back to his senses and start to grow up. But that obviously isn't the case. Because, duh, who would want to marry someone like him? Who is a good-for-nothing guy? He literally has no skills and no job. It would be like finding a needle in a haystack when trying to find a girl for him. So I came up with a really good idea. I told my other son to seduce a girl who he can pair with Zach. I told Jack that if he successfully gets Zach a girl who can become his wife, that I would give him $5,000. And it did not take him long to find you. I mean, it's only been, what? Like half a year? And soon after, you and Zach became a legally married couple. I always knew Jack would be able to do that for me because he is very capable. Just like me. He is capable of everything, just like his mother.
Lacey, are you being serious right now? Is this all true? This sounds like a really good plot for a drama, though. I can't believe something like this is happening to me right now. This is something that only happens in movies. Do you really think I can't bring this thing up to the higher court and get your family punished?
Kate, you make it sound like we kidnapped you and forced you to sign those marriage papers. You easily fell for my handsome and amazing son after he seduced you. You were the one who kept going after him. So why are you blaming me for this? You yourself listened to him. You should have known from the beginning. Jack works for a really big company and earning good money while all you do is work for some random family business. Do you really think he would choose you as his wife? Sure, you can dream big, but keep it realistic. You can't just wish for a fairy tale and expect it to happen in real life.
Lacey, do you really think I will let you off easily after tricking me into this mess? I will file for immediate annulment of my marriage, and I will sue your family for forgery of documents.
Both my sons pretty much look the same, so why does it matter which one you get married to? Ah, yes, of course, Jack is the much better son, but still. Are you seriously gonna go through all the hoops of dirtying your legal records and becoming a divorcee? Isn't it better and way easier to just accept it and live with Zach? As for Jack, I will make sure he meets a woman who is more towards his level and not someone like you. And you should just take Zach, try to live with him, and make him into a person. You and Zach are pretty much on the same level, so why don't you two just live together? I finally kicked him out from the house, so please just take him in and leave me alone. Now that he is your husband legally, he is now your responsibility. You know that, right?
You know that the temperature dropped to below 0 tonight, right? It is so inhumane to be doing this to your son, Lacey. Yet you still decided to kick out your son in this cold and leave him freezing with no place to go? Are you really his mom? No true mother with a heart would ever do this to her own son. I understand you really dislike him, but he is still your own son, you know? How can you do this to your own son who you carried in your womb for 9 months? They say that all parents always cherish and care for their child no matter what. But it seems that that is not applicable to you. I mean, do you not care about him freezing or what? He is your real son, right? You're just so heartless. I mean, he doesn't even need to be your son to know not to kick him out when there's a blizzard outside.
Kate, do you think that I would do this to him if he became a decent person? Of course I would not. But even though him and Jack are twins, he could barely do half the things that Jack easily does. It almost does not make any sense. Zach is approaching 30, yet he has just been stuck at home all these years and is basically like a parasite at home. He has not done anything for us at all.
Lacey, he is your own son. Does he have to contribute or give you something just to be treated like your own son? Shouldn't you just love your own children as they are, no matter what they do in life? Must they always live up to the pressure that you put on them?
Kate, You talk as if you ever gave birth and raised your own child. You have no rights to be telling me how to be a mother. There are only two ways one's children can give back to their parents. One way is when they actually give you back the blessings that you gave to them since they were born, and the other is when they don't give back anything at all, but instead become a menace. And that's exactly what is going on with my two sons. One is giving me back more than what I have given him, and the other is just living like a parasite. Zach has always been very rebellious since he was younger, and he is very picky and fussy about everything. It was hard to deal with him. I mean, he could barely finish high school, and has no skill to save his life so he can get a job. He is a good-for-nothing trash, so there is no way I will ever think of him as my son. So now that you're legally married to him, he is all yours. It's all up to you what you do with him. I don't care what you do. He is your husband, so do whatever you want. If you don't find and take him in, he will just starve and freeze to death in this cold weather. If you don't want to be a widow at your young age, hurry up and go save your husband from dying. You got that? Did you seriously sue us, Kate? I can't believe that you are willing to go through the hardship of involving the court in all of this. Didn't I already tell you that it is simply a family matter and not something that should be legally disputed? Why are you suing my son for forgery of documents? If this somehow spreads to his workplace, are you going to take responsibility for Jack's achievements at work if this messes up his legal records? Why should I be responsible for any of that? That's none of my business. What did you just say? Why would a jobless person have to worry about his work achievements getting messed up? You said the son that I married is jobless, right? Huh? Jobless? Oh, shoot, Lacey. Did you really not know? You are so nosy, yet you do not know about any of this? Well, let me be the one to tell you the truth. Get ready, okay? Your son, Jack, that you are so proud of, is actually jobless. You really didn't know? What nonsense are you talking about? I think you got them mixed up. Jack graduated from an elite university and is working a big boy job. How dare you lie to me about something like that? There's no way any of that is true. I bet you are making all of this up because you want to get back at me. Well, I didn't say that he didn't go to that elite school, nor did I say he didn't work at some big company. Those are true, but true in the past. He started working at a big company 5 years ago, and because he had work troubles and couldn't get along with his boss, he quit that place in less than a year. He said that he has also been jobless for about 4 years now. Did you not know? What? That can't be true! Oh my goodness! There's just no way! It does not make sense at all! Jack has been giving me $2,000 every month for my allowance for 4 years now, and he did not miss a month. That's a lot of money to just be giving to me every single month. How is he able to do that if he isn't working and earning the money that I thought he has been earning? Well, that money has actually been coming from his other brother's pocket, believe it or not. He has been jobless for a while since he quit his job, but he did not want to be labeled as jobless. He wanted to maintain his image as someone who graduated from some good college and worked at some top company. So he's been receiving money from his brother and pretending that it's his own money. Do you see what's happening here? Your son that you love oh so dearly has been lying to you about everything. There's no way. That's a lie. Jack would never do any of that. He always tells me the truth and would never betray me like this. You are just very greedy and one-sided, so it's hard for you to accept the truth after you made up a narrative that fed your selfishness. He knew that you would be ashamed of him if you knew that he has been jobless, even though he graduated from a top university. I mean, you would make it so obvious to him that he is a disappointment, so he avoided telling you the truth. He knew how you are because of how you treated his other twin brother. He saw your true colors based on how you have been treating Zach. Zach did not do well in school and was not the type that you would boast about because you always pressured them into satisfying your greediness and having these super amazing sons instead of just being a supportive and loving mother.
I mean, for God's sake, you wouldn't even give Zach any food if he rebelled against you. So knowing that you are that kind of mother made Jack afraid of what you'd do to him. All Jack did was protect himself from his evil and greedy mother. And Jack knew that because he experienced that firsthand, and he did not want his twin brother to go through what he suffered because of their mother. Zach wanted to help out his brother and let at least him live a better life than he did. What exactly are you talking about, Kate? How do you know all these things that I have never heard about? They are my sons. Why do you know more than I do? And who are you to be giving me lessons in how to be a good mom? Lacey, you don't even care to understand your son's feelings or listen to them. Do you really have the rights to call yourself a mother? Zach dropped out from high school and has just been staying at home for 10 years. How in the world does he have an extra $2,000 to give to Jack so Jack can give to me? That's impossible. Ever since he was younger, Zach felt alone and ostracized by his classmates. He could not get along with anybody, so he was basically a loner. He was bullied and couldn't take it anymore, so he dropped out of high school. But he was only jobless for 2 years since he dropped out. After that, he found his passion in computer games and honed his skills. Then, he became a pro gamer and won many competitions with hefty awards. He became very well known in the video and computer gaming community and has been earning a lot through his hobby. Zach saw how depressed Jack was because you always boasted about him and he couldn't bear to disappoint you with someone who was jobless. Zach wanted his twin brother Jack to keep living up to your expectations, so he helped him out however he could. If Zach really cared about his twin brother like that, why would he sue him? Does the brother who really cares like that want his sibling to have a criminal record? Where is that idiot Zach? Tell him to hurry up and come meet me. Right now. He has been lying to me this entire time, and now he is willing to sue his own brother. Tell him to come see me because I am about to give him a good life lesson. Lacey, do you still think of Zach as this little boy who you can control as if he can't make his own decisions? He is a grown adult now, you know. And sorry to tell you this, but Zach will never return to your house, nor see you ever again. He said he wants to cut ties with a so-called mother like you and a brother who only cares to live up to your expectations. He is done with it all. What? What are you now? Are you his lawyer or something? Who are you to be butting in our family business? You have no position to be in between all this. You should not be interfering in any of this. And since Zach is not actually a jobless piece of trash, are you now trying to be on his side now that you know he actually makes good money? You are such a fake person. Oh, how did you know that's what I'm doing, Lacey? Since that night you kicked Zach out, I gotta talk to him and spend some time with him. And he is actually a much better person than your other son. He is handsome, and he is so good at his profession as a gamer. He is not lacking anything. So of course I fell for him and his charms. What? Are you two living together now, or what? Did you forget during that night when you kicked him out and it was heavily snowing outside? And you told me that since he is technically my husband, that I should find him and bring him home. I did as you said, and I let him stay in the extra room at my apartment. We got to talk and get to know each other since then. And we slowly developed feelings for each other. So that means that you two are living a pretty good life in such a short amount of time, right? If that's the case, shouldn't you be thankful to Jack instead of stabbing him behind his back and suing him? I guess I can be thankful to Jack for bringing me and Zach together. But that's all I can do. Going as far as not suing him is something that you want because you are just so greedy. I blocked his number already and I'm about to block yours, so please don't try to contact us because we really don't want anything to do with you guys anymore. If you really want to talk to us, please talk to our lawyer. After all that happened, I sued Jack for forgery and basically scamming me into marrying a totally different person. As for Zach, I have been getting to know him more and our feelings for each other are growing stronger. He is a very quiet person and keeps to himself, but it's because he has always been introverted because of how his mother treated him when he was a kid, and the image she would impose on him as someone who is incapable of anything. Although we are not officially a couple yet or anything, We are very good friends who have deep interest for each other, and we are just taking things slowly. We both agree that it will develop into something better, but for now, we are just enjoying the simplicity of getting to know each other. Meanwhile, Lacey has not been getting the $2,000 monthly allowance anymore and has been trying to get Zach to give her even just $1,000 per month. But Zach also cut ties with her and blocked her from any form of communication. And her and Jack have been blaming each other for what went wrong because of the evil plot they came up with. Eventually, even Jack ran away and left her house, and now Lacey has been working as a housekeeper to earn some money to survive. As they say, the fruit does not fall too far from the tree. Thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe for more videos.
Hey, you useless lump. You're going to be able to handle dinner tonight, aren't you? Me? I'm too busy with work today. I told you I wouldn't be able to make anything. I don't have time. Don't make excuses. You don't have a real job, and you and I both know it. You're too lazy to do any real work. That's not true. I work every single day. I've told you so many times. Why don't you get that? Why should I believe you? Everything that comes out of your mouth is suspect. You're a serial liar. I don't want to hear it. You don't have to listen to me if you don't want to, but I'm telling the truth. I have a deadline coming up, so there's no way I would have time to make dinner. Can't Dad do it? Or what about you? Where are you? Have you gone somewhere? I went out today. What kind of son are you? Your father is ill and you expect him to do your chores for you. You should think about other people's needs. He said that he understands I'm busy with work. I mean what I said. I have a deadline coming up. Honestly, even texting you right now is a waste of my time. I really need to focus on my work. Don't you speak to me like that! How rude! I'm your mother! Mom, if I don't answer you, we both know you'll be angry or worried. Mostly angry. That's why I'm replying right now. But I'm telling you, there's no way I can make dinner tonight. Why don't you get Harrison to make it? Oh my goodness! First, you want to make your poor, sick father do your work for you. And now you want to force your little brother to do your chores? Even though he's focusing on his schoolwork. College is hard work, you know. Have you lost your mind? I know. Harrison has his homework, but he also has a part-time job and goes out and has fun often. Even though the tuition is a total waste of money, he's still going. I think he's putting off graduating because he doesn't want to take on the responsibility of a real job yet. He's at least got enough time on his hands that he could make dinner for everyone. You can't be serious. You never went to college. You never got a real job for yourself either. You just stay shut up in your room all day. The least you could do is make dinner. If you can't help out around the house, you're just making more trouble for the family by hanging around. Can't you see that? What are you saying? I did everything you're supposed to do. I moved out and got my own place and took care of myself for ages. I didn't move back in until Dad got sick. We talked about it before I even moved back in. I thought you understood that. I don't know what has changed lately, but you don't seem to remember that at all. I don't know why you're being like this. Don't you think you're being a bit unfair? You've said some pretty awful things to me lately, and I don't understand why. You don't know. It doesn't matter what mess comes out of your mouth. It's all just a bunch of excuses. You haven't been able to do anything. You don't do anything to help out this family. You're just a waste of space. You take and you take, but you don't give. You lazy piece of crap. The least you could do is help out around the house. Wow, Mom. You didn't have to take it that far. You used to at least make dinner for your father and your brother. But if you aren't going to do even that much anymore, What are you bringing to the table? How are you earning your keep? Look, Harrison got home a few minutes ago. I asked him to help out and make dinner tonight, and he said it wouldn't be a problem. He's already started, I think. Why do you only want me to do it? Why don't you ask him sometimes too? Seriously, you're going to make your brother do your chores while you play around on your phone instead. I'm not having fun on my phone. You keep texting me, so I'm answering you, that's all. I'd rather be focusing on my work right now. Poor Harrison. He's always so tired between studying and working. He's got a full class load this semester, too. How can you do that to him? You are such a leech. Aren't you even the least bit ashamed of yourself? You know what? Fine. Why don't you just not worry about dinner tonight? If you're already out, why don't you go ahead and grab dinner before you go home? Find some restaurant you like and have dinner there instead. Have a good time. You are so useless! You should be doing something to contribute to this family. Anything! I'm going to focus on my work now, Mom. I'll talk to you when I'm done. I thought you had committed to being a shut-in, you loser. But it looks like you went out today, didn't you? You finally got out of the house. I told you the other day. I had a deadline for a project I've been working on. I already turned everything in, but I have a meeting to go over some of the bigger points of it today. I'm meeting with my publisher today. Do you need something from me? Do you need me to pick up anything at the store before I come home? Or do you need me to run an errand for you? No, it isn't anything like that. I don't need anything. I don't need you to do anything for me ever again, actually. What? I don't want you around the house anymore. You've been a drain on the entire family since you moved back in. You're a leech, and I don't want you around. How long are you planning on staying with us? I've been telling you that you've been nothing but trouble for ages, and you just aren't taking the hint. How many times have we talked about this already? We always have this same conversation. Can we just skip it today? I've had enough. Look, I'm a little busy right now. Let's talk about this later. So you're going to just run away from this conversation? What's that supposed to mean? Every time I try to bring it up, you manage to wriggle out of talking to me. I'm not trying to wriggle out of anything. You just always start pestering me when I'm already busy with something important and I can't properly respond to you. I'll keep it short and simple then. Leave. I get it. I'll talk to you later. Don't come home today. There's nothing for you to come back to. I've already cleaned out your room. What are you talking about? I took all of your things, put them in a garbage bag, and tossed them out. I want you out of my house, you lazy piece of crap. That's fine by me. I'll move out tomorrow. Oh? I never thought you would just kick me out all of a sudden like this. But fine. I'll just come back today and get anything that's left and tidy up. I'll be gone tomorrow. How's that? Is that okay with you? And you'll go? Just like that? I mean, I think it's pretty awful that you threw my things out. But at least you didn't throw away my laptop, right? No, I didn't. I sold everything that looked like it might be worth a little money. So there's no need for you to come back at all, even today. There's nothing here for you. What? You sold my computer? Don't joke about something like that. Surely you wouldn't do something that bad. You just wasted time playing on it. What's the point of keeping it around? I could have just thrown it away and it wouldn't have mattered. I can't believe you. Thank goodness I had a backup. I would have been in real trouble. In that case, fine. I won't come back tonight either. I'm gone. That's what I was hoping to hear. I don't want to see your lazy face at my door again. Why don't you go ahead and explain this all to Dad yourself? I can't believe you would do this to your own son. No mother would. From this day forward, I can't call you my mother again. Consider us done. I'm not your son. You're not my mom. We have no relation.
That's fine by me. I'd be embarrassed to have a son like you anyway. You're almost 30. You don't work. You don't even leave the house. You just waste your life away in your room.
Then we understand each other. Goodbye. Please, don't even try to contact me again. We are through.
Alan, what have you been up to? Living on your own can be a bit tough sometimes. How are you? If you get into any trouble or need anything, just let me know. You can come back home anytime you like, okay?
What are you talking about? What are you contacting me for? Are you up to something?
No, I don't need anything. I was just wondering how you were doing.
Seriously? I don't think you've ever wondered if I was okay in my entire life. What is going on? Is there something you need to tell me? What are you trying to do? You're up to something.
You shouldn't talk like that. It's perfectly normal for a mother to worry about her son. There's nothing wrong with that. Don't be so suspicious. I'm just worried about you is all.
You are such a liar.
What? How can you say that?
Did Dad put you up to this? Is he making you reach out to me? There's no way I am ever coming back to that house again. You can tell Dad yourself if you want, or I'll tell him. But I'm not coming back.
Why not? You should come home. Don't just throw your family away. I couldn't forgive you for that.
You won't forgive me. You're the one that threw me out. You can't just change your mind at the drop of a hat. It doesn't work like that.
I didn't just change my mind out of nowhere, you know. I had no idea.
You had no idea? About what? Oh, I think I know what you are talking about. After Dad got sick and couldn't work anymore, I was the one paying all the bills. Is that what this is about? Or maybe this is about Harrison's tuition. I've been paying for that too all this time. Did you just realize the leech was paying the bills? It was the shut-in that you hated so much that was keeping you afloat and paying for everything. Is that what this is about?
I didn't know about any of that. You should have told me. Why didn't you say anything? I had no idea.
I told you. I told you time and time again. You were too busy complaining to hear me. It's your own fault if you didn't know, because I definitely told you.
Well, I never meant to ignore you.
I understand completely. And I don't have any plans to talk to you anymore. Of course, you only contacted me because you needed something. But don't think you'll get anything out of it. I've already told Dad and Harrison. I'm not going to be supporting you any longer. I'm done paying for everyone else.
Why would you do such a thing? Doesn't it bother you to just give up on your family? Doesn't that hurt you at all? Have a heart.
Seriously. You of all people are going to say that? You're the one that kicked me out. Didn't that bother you? Now that I'm not there to pay for things, you're the one that needs to step up. You should be covering all the expenses and any of the chores I'm not there to take care of.
That's the problem. I don't have any way to pay for all that by myself. How am I supposed to pay for everything and take care of the house and take care of your father and pay tuition? I think I could at least cover Harrison's tuition, but I don't think I can do more than that by myself. I only work a few shifts a week at my job.
Well, why don't you take on more hours? You didn't really think about any of this before you kicked me out. Dad hasn't been able to work for a while now. Who did you think was paying for everything? If you'd have even thought about it for a second, it would have been pretty obvious. How could you be so oblivious?
Don't talk to me that way. I had no idea you were a successful writer.
I've been lucky. I've used social media to gain some publicity, and people have liked my work. I've become a little famous in the writing world. I've been able to pay for everything and make a good living for myself with my writing. I've got a new book coming out soon. It's a memoir about my life. You should know something. If that book does well, everyone who knows me, including all our old friends, is going to know exactly what kind of person you are. What are you talking about? Are you joking? You shouldn't air our private business like that. What are you going to write about? You've always been cruel to me, even when I was a little kid. You always said such horrible things to me. You always compare me to my brother. You never loved me as much as you did him. And then, even when I was taking care of our family, you kicked me out. I think it's going to make a really great book. Now, you wait just a minute. Don't you dare publish something like that. Why don't you move back in? We can put this all behind us. I wouldn't move back in if you paid me. What? I've been talking to Dad. You know he's furious with you for what you did. He said he's going to ask you to leave. He's going to try to find some work and do as much as he can to make ends meet. I'm planning to do what I can to help him out. But you? I won't give you a dime. Your father said that. He did. Dad said he was going to try to pay for Harrison's tuition with his savings. He might not be able to pay for all of it, but he could help him out at least. And Harrison has been applying for some scholarships and grants. He thinks he's going to be able to move out on his own soon. What about me? I have no idea. Maybe if you work hard at your job, they'll give you some more hours. You could live off of that, I think. How can you be so flippant about it? I don't know what I should do. How am I supposed to make it on my own if your father kicks me out? I'm sure if you really think on it and work hard, you'll come up with something. But it has nothing to do with me anymore. We agreed that we weren't family anymore the day you threw me out. You were happy to cut me off, so you might as well live with the consequences. That's all in the past. It's just water under the bridge. We don't have to let it ruin our lives. We can work on things. We can fix this. I don't see any reason to fix things now. I'm enjoying living by myself. And I'm especially happy not to have to live with you anymore. And I can get so much more work done now. My writing is really taking off. You're like some kind of plague, and I'm glad to be free of you. How can you say that to me? I'm your mother! Is there something better you would like me to say? But I remember everything you have ever done or said to me. How could I forget? I've written everything down in my books. Now no one else will forget either. Honestly, I wish I could forget some of it. Please, never try to contact me again. You've made a sad, lonely life for yourself. Good luck with it.
It wasn't long before Alan's memoir was published. Bookstores could barely keep it on the shelves before it sold out time and again. It was a huge hit. As all their family and friends began to read the book, Raina became more and more embarrassed. Everyone she met looked at her a little differently, and she could feel the change. People were amazed at what they read, and little by little, she lost friends. The neighbors began to gossip, and she went out less and less. She became a shut-in herself. Her husband never forgave her for throwing Alan out of the home. Once he read the book, he realized how abusive she had been to their son. He filed for divorce soon after. During the divorce, even more terrible things came to light. It turns out, Raina had even had an affair in the past. The divorce was long and ugly, and between the abuse cited in the book and the evidence of her affairs, the courts awarded most of their belongings to Alan's father. Raina was forced to start over with practically nothing. She's busy with her job every day now, but with a minimum wage job, she isn't exactly living a life of luxury. She barely gets by. Alan's book became a bestseller, and his name became well known across the country. The book even did well internationally. His next book is expected out next year.
Hey, babe, where are you? Oh God, don't tell me you're at the hospital again. Babe, I get that your mom is ill, but you can't neglect everything else so you can visit her every day. You were there all day on Monday. I barely had half a dinner. I had to go feed myself at Chick-fil-A. There is nothing you can do by going to the hospital. The doctors have nothing left they can do either.
Cameron, are you serious? My mother is in the hospital dying. I am here to see her, not to try to save her life or anything. I knew you thought poorly of my mom for being a single mother, but this is too low, even for you. You can't eat if I'm not there to make food for you. What are you, 4?
I'm just being straight with you, Chels. Can't I be straight with you, huh? You're a homemaker who has not made the home in weeks. How is that good?
That's why I'd asked you to have my mom move in with us. Then I wouldn't have to commute to the hospital every day and spend hours on the train, and my mom could spend the rest of her very short remainder with her only family. But you said no. We have no room for that. Boo-hoo.
Well, it just felt weird to say yes to something that would end in someone dying in my house. Why would I want a death to happen in my home? It's scary. And I'm not comfortable around old people, you know that. They have that smell. Old people smell. Not to mention their annoying stares and awful nagging. Always nagging. I can't stand them, you know that.
Everybody gets old, and every one of us will die someday, Cam. Do you think you won't get old and bent? You're already halfway there. And we're talking about my mom, not some random stranger. I promise, babe, I will take real good care of her. I will give her a bath every day so she doesn't smell. And you know she's not the type to nag. Has she ever said anything to criticize you? No. So please, babe, let's have her move in with us. It won't be for long. I can't bear to think how lonely she must be all alone in that hospital room. It breaks my heart. I want to be with her in her last moments. I don't want to be stuck in traffic when it happens and miss it. I will regret it for the rest of my life, Cam. Please?
No, babe, come on. It's like you said, people get older and they die. That's how it is, and that's how it's been for millions of years. You come into this world alone, and you gotta go out alone.
How can you say something so heartless? She is your mother-in-law, too. Do you not remember how crazy she was about you from the moment I brought you home to introduce you to her? She doted on you like she would her own child. How can you turn your back on someone who has loved you so much?
No. Don't put that on me. I never asked her to dote on me. She can't dote on me because she wanted to, and then expect me to do her favors. I didn't ask to be treated like her own child. It was her choice. And it's not fair to me now for her to expect me to dedicate myself to her care like I was her only child. No way, Jose. Ask anyone, babe. I'm not being unreasonable here. What son-in-law even knows the first thing about taking care of a sick, bedridden mother-in-law? Maybe your mom ought to have had a son then, or gotten remarried.
You're being so cruel. How can you be so selfish and so cruel? Just stop. You win. I will never bring this up ever again. Just stop talking about my mother like that.
Great. Are you heading home now then? I'm getting off work in half an hour. I was craving your broccoli casserole today. Have that ready for when I get home, will ya? Oh, and I need a new razor too. Okay, see you at home. Bye. Hey, Chels. I forgot to mention earlier, but you need to make sure the guest room is vacuumed and cleaned today. And maybe wash the sheets again for some good measure.
What's going on? Are we having guests over?
Yeah, my mom is coming.
For what?
What do you mean for what? She has Alzheimer's, so she can barely function, let alone take care of my dad. I'm a little disappointed in you for not offering to have her live with us already, but oh well, I got it taken care of. You'll get the chance to redeem yourself as the good daughter-in-law after she's settled in. I'm counting on you, babe.
She has your dad to take care of her. Why does she need to come live with us?
My dad has never set foot in the kitchen except to grab a beer or two in his life. How is he gonna take care of my mom? You're kidding, right? You know how my mom is now. She can get real aggressive and she sometimes doesn't know where the bathroom is, so she will just go on the floor in the living room. You think my dad can deal with that? He's like 70 years old.
If she's that bad, then she should be seen by a doctor. Possibly put in a home where she can get the professional care that she needs. I don't have the medical knowledge or expertise to take care of an Alzheimer's patient. Are you going to step up and do it since she's your mom? Are you willing to give her sponge baths, make her bland foods and puree them so she doesn't choke, clean and change her diapers, wash her clothes with gentle soap, etc.? If you're doing all that, then yes, by all means bring her over. I'm not about to get in the way of some fantastic mother and son quality time.
What, me? What about work? I have a job, Chels. You, on the other hand, you sit around doing nothing all day. I bring you a fat paycheck twice a month. This is the least you can do for me. I'm not about to work my ass off all day, come home and take care of someone who can't go to the bathroom by herself.
Newsflash for you, Cam. I do not sit around at home all day. Do you think your clothes get magically washed and fold themselves into their drawers? Just because you don't see me do them doesn't mean I don't do them.
You're so difficult sometimes. Just listen to me for once. You're living under my roof, so you need to do what I tell you to do, especially in times like these. If you can't get that through your head, then you're welcome to leave, Chels. I dare you.
How could you say that? That's not funny. We've been together 20 years, Cam. What have I done to make myself be seen as nothing but a janitor to you?
I don't think of you as a janitor, you're my wife, and I expect a wife to do certain things that the husband asks her to do. For him. Right now, I'm asking you to go and clean up the guest bedroom, maybe dust the blinds while you're at it. I don't want my mom coughing up a storm her first night there. Where are you? I told you my mom is coming today. Why is the house a mess? It's like a bomb went off in here, babe. The dishes from this morning are still in the sink, for God's sake. And why is the guest bedroom untouched? Did you forget to clean it? My mom is already here. Where is she supposed to sleep tonight, babe?
She can sleep with you in your bed for all I care, Cam.
What?
I'm not spending another second in that house with you, let alone your mother. You be a good boy for your mama and tuck her in your bed, all right? You two won't have to worry about me being a third wheel.
Are you crazy? I'm not an animal. What grown man, married and with a child who is also almost a grown man, sleeps in the same bed as his mother? That is beyond inappropriate. It's disgusting. You need to get your head checked, Chels. What the hell? Why would you even suggest that?
You are the one whose head needs checking, Cam. Every single time we went to visit your parents, you left the bedless guest room we were in to go sleep on the couch in your parents' room. You said it was okay because you were their son. It's not weird, you said. It's normal, you said.
That was a different story. My parents' guest room didn't have a bed. You know I can't sleep on hard surfaces. It's not like I crawled into their bed and curled up spooning my mom. I slept on their love seat. I slept in the fetal position. I wasn't comfortable or anything.
And you think that justifies the fact you left your wife to sleep on the cold floor wearing towels as an extra blanket? Then in the morning, you would demand I should make some breakfast to score points with your parents. Do you remember that? Maybe you don't, since we haven't visited them together in a while. I wonder why.
Well, it wasn't just us that had to sleep in that guest bedroom. My sisters use that room when they visit too. Do they complain? No. There's no need for you to sound so petulant. It was never for more than a couple nights anyway. Sheesh. What did you want to happen? My senile parents offering us their plush bed so they can sleep on the laminate floor in the guest bedroom instead? Would that have made you feel better, Chels? Enough of this now. Come home right now and clean this mess. Make some food for my mom so she can get on with her nap. And while she naps, you can clean. I don't care. Just get back here before I lose it.
I've already told you, I'm not going back to that house anymore. I am dead serious, Cam.
Enough! This is your last chance to come home without any consequences. I am literally fuming right now, Chels. Don't you test me. Get home now. Or else.
Or else what? You're gonna kick me out? Guess what? I'm already out, Cam. Or you're gonna divorce me? Guess what? I'm already gone, Cam. You're out of threats, Cam. It's always the one with more to lose that shows their cards too soon. They always make the mistake of projecting their desperation onto the other. You think I'm scared of you leaving me? Divorcing me? What can you possibly think of that I would be left wanting if you and I divorced? The only thing is you, and frankly at this point I would love nothing more. Along with you, your awful mother will disappear from my life. How did you ever figure that could be a threat you could throw at me?
Fine. All right, you win. I know your pride can sometimes get in the way of accepting your mistakes. I will be the bigger man here. After all, I am a man. So come back home. This is me waving the white flag. This is me extending an olive branch. If you come home now, I'm willing to pretend none of this ever happened, and we will just go back to the way things were, okay?
You really can't read the situation here, can you? You offering me an olive branch is like a death row inmate telling the executioner, I won't murder you if you let me go right now, you big dummy. Your threats have no bearing on me. It's embarrassing how badly you're taking this. That mess you saw at home was for me packing my stuff up and leaving. Didn't you notice the emptiness? What am I thinking? Of course you didn't notice. It's not like you've ever paid attention. So for the last time, there you have it. I have completely vacated myself from your house and from your hypocritical presence. I am done with you.
Are you for real right now? All right, talk me through your plan. You're gonna leave me. You are going to leave me? You're nothing but a stay-at-home wife who hasn't had a real job in decades. What are you gonna do out there in the real world to feed yourself? Where are you gonna live? I can already see you crawling back, asking for my forgiveness, and you haven't even been gone 2 minutes yet?
That's your biggest flaw, Cam. You underestimate people. You don't give others a second thought, thinking nobody could ever be smarter than you. Do you really think I left you without a plan? Do you underestimate me because I'm a housewife, or because I'm a woman?
Well, you leave me no choice. You will live in my house, spending my hard-earned money, buying one useless thing after another, eating my food that you bought with my money. And you still won't do a single thing you don't want to do? That's your pride talking. You are being selfish. If you wanted to have some say in how I run this household, you should have gone out and brought in some cash too. Maybe then you'll realize how hard and sometimes degrading it is to be the breadwinner. You'll finally realize how miraculous and wonderful it is to have a successful husband bringing you big wads of cash to feed your ungrateful mouth every time.
Oh, I know all about working for money. I've been doing that for a while now.
What? You?
Ever since my mom passed away 2 years ago, I've been waiting for this moment. Remember how you thoroughly rejected my plea to have my mom spend her final days under my care in our house? And do you remember how, a few days after we had that one-sided discussion, my mom passed away alone in her hospital bed because, exactly like I feared, I was stuck on the train on my way to see her? You had made it crystal clear to me that I will never be treated as anything but a lazy pet to you unless I had my own financial stability. So, I've been working 2 secret jobs and saving up every penny. I've worked to sustain myself independently, without you.
What could a homebody housewife of 20 years do to make money? Who would want to hire you?
That's what I was afraid of at first too. But there were plenty of people out there who wanted to hire me for my expertise. So, while working for Molly Maid part-time, I got myself a hospice caregiver license. And now I'm working a fantastic job at a retirement complex where I'm genuinely appreciated. It's quite something, Cam. I love every second of it. It's no question which I'd pick in a heartbeat. Living the rewarding life, surrounded by the wisest of people, or living as a lowly maid who changes your awful mother's bedpan every 2 hours? So, I guess I'll see you at court. For our divorce proceedings?
Who even are you, Chels? I don't know you anymore. How can you be saying all these irresponsible things? If you leave me, what am I supposed to do with my mom?
Didn't you tell me that people come into this world alone, and they most definitely leave alone? Aren't those the exact, maybe slightly tweaked words that came out of your mouth when my mother had a few more days on this earth? Does it bother you now that the tables have turned? Now that it's your precious snowflake of a mother?
It's normal for a daughter-in-law to care for her mother-in-law, but men just aren't built that way, to take care of his in-laws. We are hunters, and you are gatherers. You're both women, for crying out loud. And think about the skewed perspective this might teach our son. Have you even thought of that? What example are you leading if you abandon your husband and his mother?
I did think first and foremost about our child, Cam. I always do. I am leading by example that one needs to stand up for themselves. Forget antiquated gender roles set by men in the 50s who could buy a whole house on a milkman's salary. I am most definitely leaving you so our son doesn't grow up mistreating women like you do.
But it's not like I'm telling you to look after some stray cat. It's my mother you were talking about abandoning.
You abandoned my mother. I'm so confused as to why in God's name you can't see a difference here. Oh my God, Cam, I am so tired of this. I wasn't going to say this because it'll only give you the satisfaction of letting you know that I know. But why don't you ask your perky little mistress to move in and take care of your mom?
What? What mistress? What are you talking about?
Oh, you're going to play dumb now? So the Chanel No. 5 perfume you bought was for yourself then? And you checking into that motel on a Tuesday afternoon was what? You taking a nap? See, there is that habit of yours where you underestimate others.
No, listen, it's not what it looks like.
I'm sure it isn't, Cam, but you know what? I don't care. Just set up an automated bi-monthly payment for alimony and child support and you never have to make excuses to me ever again.
No, divorce is not an option. I cannot have that on my record. Besides, I wasn't serious with her. She's a stripper. It's not like I wanted to marry her and settle down or anything, Chels.
Then she will make enough money just on the tips to help you out with your payments. If you ever want me to even consider letting you have supervised visits with your son, you will do as I say. For a change. Soon after my conversation with Cameron, I hired one of the best local divorce attorneys to get the process going, and I was able to get every single drop of what I was rightly owed. Cam initially testified that the nature of his relationship with the stripper was strictly business related and refused to acknowledge his infidelity. But since I had copies of the extracurricular photos they'd been exchanging, his testimony came back to bite him harder than he could take. He's now paying alimony and child support with the small earnings he was able to scrounge from selling our house while living in a tiny studio with a roommate he found on Craigslist. As for his mother, I heard she was back at home with her husband, who managed to barely afford a visiting nurse once a month. I feel a little bad that she's living in a bit of squalor, but I will only let myself feel bad for her just as much as Cam did my mother. After all, I have my own life to live now. Thank you for watching. We hope you enjoyed the video. Please don't forget to like and subscribe for more.